just for you. Yeah, yeah. Where your voice? Where your voice? Where your voice? Hosted by King Step. Where your voice? Where your voice? Where your voice? Hosted by King J.
One, there we go. What it do, y'all? Y'all hear the kid? Is this motherfucker live and recorded? What's going on, y'all? I am feeling really good today. If y'all have not noticed, I just actually got back from a impromptu, if you will. Oh, Kiki, how my CEO? You know, that was it was unexpected. Again, not planned, not intentional, but you know, I'm gonna make something shake every single time, okay? But yeah, what's going on, y'all? My name is Josh, aka King J, KVNG. Please don't forget that V. And we are here today for Royal Voices motherfucking podcast, y'all. Yeah. So, you know, we back after a little, I don't even call it hiatus because we wasn't going that damn long. We was gone last week, y'all. I made a little post on the Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow the kid at _JAYTHEDON _. And I made a little post there about last week's episode not happening because we had some things, you know, going on behind the scenes. And y'all, I think it's important to break down, right, how in the loop I be. Now, again, very humble, very, very, you know, people oriented. But I think sometimes it really goes over people's heads that, bitch, I am him. Listen, him, her, they, them, pronouns be damned. I just be booked and busy, and I'm really excited for all the booked and busyness around Kingdom, around Royal Voices. And this is kind of going into our little check-in. So welcome on in, come on in. If y'all tuning in from wherever you're tuning in, feel free to use the chat this season. We are fully live. So please feel free to go ahead and use that chat box. Let me make sure these settings is right, because I've been told people sometimes can only comment in like certain settings, which I I don't be touching. So I be real confused. Everything says it's on to everybody. The only restriction I see is the opportunity for subscribers. And no shade, true to y'all should already be motherfucking subscribed. What's going on? What is going on? I feel like y'all should already be subscribed. It's already in the mix. If the subscription that's free, don't cost you shit. Don't hit your account. Don't fuck up your house, your rent. Don't take food off your table. If you ain't subscribed and it's free, what's wrong with you? Because I love God. You don't love God, what's wrong with you? And I love Kingdom. You don't love Kingdom, what's wrong with you? So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. But everything looks open. So feel free to come on in. Let us know how you feeling today. Got a lot on the docket. But y'all, I'm really excited because, like I said, last week's episode was canceled just because of, you know, business things going on. But I think we're at a place, right, where I can share just a little bit. Because I'm planning on doing a little 1-2 next week. So tune into next week's episode 2. But I am excited to announce that we are putting together the first installation of the Kingdom Conference. So this will be its own entity, of course, powered, presented by Kingdom, of course. But y'all, we are putting together a conference right now, and notice I'm saying we. Okay, one thing I prayed for this year, and this is a little tea into my daily one too. Y'all know I be my spiritual bag, river bag. And one thing I do a lot of, I guess people could call it manifestation. I don't. I just feel like I don't use none of the spiritual terms, world religion terms, because I just feel like we all talking about the same shit. You saying couch, I'm saying sofa, same motherfucking thing. At the end of the day, we send our asses down. So I don't really get into the labeling of things, but I guess the closest thing would be manifestation, and or prayer, or just bringing to reality the things that I'm seeing, right? And I prayed for a team, people who naturally, genuinely give a fuck about kingdom, about the mission, the drive behind entrepreneurial, creative growth, success, and prosperity, to come together and have access to these people who gonna put the work in to go ahead and get things done. You know what I mean? So I'm so excited to announce the Crown Conference. I have a team. We have two other co-founders here. So shout out to the co-founders. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, we have co-founders. So there are three of us in total for this conference. The conference is called the Crown Conference, CROWN. I ain't gonna get too much into the nitty-gritty details. Y'all gonna have to tune in next week to get the full rollout, the little one too. But that's what I've been putting my time and energy and effort in money. And so, lots of meetings, lots of coordination, lots of designing, lots of just structure building. And I think it's important to balance those gives and takes. Thank you for the love in the comments. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited because I think this is not only embodying what kingdom is and the goal that, I've set out to do since I started the organization, but to now look around and see people in the mix doing stuff that I ain't got to do. You know what I'm saying? And genuinely giving a damn about the success of this. I've been telling my team too, like, y'all, respectfully, it's been overwhelming seeing so many people, because behind the scenes we're doing so much outreach for just the event itself. It's just crazy seeing so many people just jump in and not ask no questions for real, not, you know what I mean, have no, like, well, think about this. Well, like, there's no doubtful energy. It's like we all believe and all feel and all understand, bitch, we finna make this bitch shake. And not only just for this year, but like, we finna take over the Midwest. No kizzy. No kizzy. Like, it's a lot of creative conferences and spaces. Shout out to Forbes and BOK, Forbes BOK. I'm a part of those as well, and Afrotech and all the other, and Adobe, Canva, all that stuff. But like, knowing, and I know it may feel a little bit delusional, but when I say I know, I know 2+2 is 4. I know kingdom is bigger than me. I know kingdom is going to be here long past me. I know what I'm ushering in. And y'all, not only am I gagging, but because I'm gagging, my team is going to gag. And because my team is gagging, you're going to gag too. Just flat out like that. So, yes, I'm feeling good as hell. It's life be life, and don't get me wrong, life be life in. Like I said last week, lost my cousin recently. So that funeral is literally tomorrow morning. But it's stuff like that that makes me realize, like, live your fucking life. Go out, do it. Do it scared. Don't know what the hell you doing. Just do it. You don't have, tomorrow's not promised. The next 5 minutes is not promised. So why would you sit anywhere downing yourself, doubting yourself, all because a motherfucker who tried and failed telling you you're going to do the same thing? One thing I put in one of my songs, I can't remember what song it is, But I said to myself, or I said on that track that saying I can't because you couldn't. Thank God I'm not you, my girl. Like, that's what I'm saying. Nothing's too big. Nothing's too small. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. And I'm prophesying on it now. It's like when this event happens, and it's going to happen. Like when it happens, I'm going to look back at this episode. I'm going to look at the last 2 seasons. I'm going to look back at my journals and my notebooks and my plans and everything for Kingdom, y'all. It's here. And I'm just so happy to put it out into the world. And I'm hoping and praying y'all take value. Y'all take initiative and drive and access to it. We're bringing something to the city of Milwaukee, to the city of Wisconsin, to the state of Wisconsin, to the region of the Midwest that I don't think has been this accessible. So my prayer is y'all lock it in. My prayer right now on this live, one thing about it, speak on it, pray on it, and move. Heavenly Father, right now, I'm speaking life over Kingdom. I'm speaking life over Royal Voices podcast. I'm speaking life over the Crown Conference, over my team, over every single attendee, and I can guarantee you everything you touch will be blessed and prosper and flourish simply because of your connection to it. Amen, 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 Child, one thing about it, this ain't the podcast forward. I'm on the clock today. I don't want to get too into it, but just know Crown is coming. And when it comes, get your funds ready. Because guess what? We got something. Anyway, I'm feeling good. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Blessings, son. Hey, what it do, Granite Nation? Yes, sir. Shout out to Granite Nation Radio. Tune in every Tuesday and Thursday for the 414 pull-up. You know what I'm saying? Only on TikTok. And actually not only on TikTok. On Mixcloud, on Twitch, on Kick. Is it Kick? It's something else, but tune in. Not Royal Voices. Granite Nation Radio. Sorry, that ranch water got a little hold of me. But yes, tune in to Granite Nation Radio Tuesdays and Thursdays. Get that radio. And also, it's a 24-hour radio station, y'all. So go ahead and download the app. Go ahead and tune into the website. It's rotating all around. You might even hear a little 1-2 from the kid. You know what I'm saying? You might hear a little 1-2 from the kid. I'm just saying. Just know whenever I drop, they gonna have the exclusive too. No shame. So lock in with Granite Nation Radio on all platforms. Shout out to them. But yeah, yo, I'm off my soapbox. This is just the beginning of the show. And this section of family is in the building, yes, sir. But yes, I'm off my soapbox. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Y'all go ahead and spin my motherfucking news intro, because you know we gotta get into the politics. So we ain't gonna go straight to the newsroom yet. Just to clarify, I got some water here. Got a little metal straw. Y'all, I promise you I had 2. Count them, 2. 2 ranch waters. If y'all don't know what a ranch water is, it's just simply tequila, lime juice, and soda water. I don't know what I had food, like I had a meal. You know, catfish, a little bit of macaroni, a little bit of the beans. And y'all, I'm feeling it. And I don't like this, because, girl, I am live. But I ain't gonna feel too bad, because y'all be going live and y'all be toe up. So I digress. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and go to the newsroom. So on the docket today, 2 stories, nothing crazy, because I told y'all this season, we're not getting into the weeds of politics. If you looking around, if you outside, I don't feel I need to say anything. I feel I don't gotta say shit. I just go outside, check your paychecks, check your gas tanks, check your cabinets, check your grocery prices, check all that. I ain't gotta say nothing. Nevertheless, I do think certain things is a key to me. And this first topic of today being the 250th celebration in year of the United States of America. Let's clap it up for that. Now, the 250th celebration of the country. Y'all just transparently, let me go out the newsroom real quick again. Real transparently, I am not the most patriotic person. I am not going to lie. Patriotism confuses me. Nobody had the choice of where they were born. And I don't want to say to take pride, 'cause I feel like you could be happy of where you are located and all of that. But when you start doing like the extremisms behind patriotism, you got jumpsuits with the flag on it. You got plates and napkins and all that shit with the flag on it. You like gung ho. That to me is odd. I'm not gonna argue with you. Shout out to the veterans. Shout out to those in the military and armed forces around the world. But to me, it never made sense. I never got it. I know people fought and died for these spaces in these lands. I hate that. It's just the reality of history. And a lot of history is stupid. A lot of history is unnecessary bloodshed. A lot of history is unnecessary hatred. And to have a boastful energy for a space that has harmed a lot of the world, it doesn't make sense to me. But I am humbly grateful for life, for access, for the freedoms those before me didn't have. I am humbly grateful for the connection of family and friends and employment and the room to be me and be black. And uh, I am, it's a blessing. God is good. But I don't feel that's based on your country. I don't feel that's based on your physical location. It's just the mindset of the people around you, which needs a lot of work. So I'm gonna cop it up one more time for the 250. But let's go ahead and go into. Oop, hold on, y'all. OBS today has been like tweaking, um, and it's been kind of concerning me because it's like I could see the live is going on this side, but like the OBS system itself has been like tweaking out, and it's like even now I can't click on anything, and the live is going. We were doing so good. What what happened? Hold on, Chad. I don't want to have to like. Oh, hold on. Is it back? Is it back? It is. Okay. My God, I just don't know what's been going on with the system today. Like, I got on here earlier and it was just spazzing out. Like, okay, we back in the newsroom, but now it's frozen again. Yo, I don't know what's happening, and this is pissing me off. Um, I can't click on nothing. CPU is the same as it always is. It's still counting. I just don't know what's going on. Okay, if I could get back to the main, we'll just do the show without no clips and shit. Because if this is the case, it's gonna piss me off. And then the water fell, y'all. It's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Um, okay, just to make sure no water got up into that power cord, baby. Um, it's not. It's not doing anything, and I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Actually, let me try this right quick. Hold on. And it's like on the whole system. Like I can't click it nowhere. Am I still live? Is it still giving live? I see it's still counting. Let me go check. Comment down below if I'm still live. Put it in the chat. Am I still live? I think I am. I hate this. Like, and this was my thing when it came to growing live. Is like I see people lives all the time do the utmost, but I also see people lives do perfectly fine. Um. Okay, I'm still alive. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, and I hate to do this because this is just so ghetto, so ghetto. I'm gonna go ahead and restart everything because I can't click anything. It's still recording. I'm still here on YouTube. I can see myself on YouTube. I can see it kind of and all that. Um, I just can't click anything, and that is so crazy to me. So let me go ahead, close the browser, and reset it. I'm a listen. I'm a listen. I'm gonna listen to y'all. So let me go ahead and shut everything down. We'll jump right back in straight to our news space right after this. So bear with us, y'all. And this is the thing about being live. It's live and in color. So I want y'all to see all of that. So we'll be back momentarily. Come back on into the live. Share with your friends, family, all that good shit. We'll be back momentarily, y'all. Bitch. Is we back? Did I? Hello? um, hey, hey out there. Are we back? I think. Hold on. Hold on. Um, I'm gonna give it a second. I don't know what the fuck is going on, y'all. It's just, y'all will learn. I do not do well when it comes to like fuck ups. Just like little, not even fuck ups, just like little moments of like shit not being right. That really gets under my skin so bad, especially when it's like, hold on, when it's stuff that's like out of your control. I know it's a little backwards, but it's that one there when it's not in my control and it's stuff happening around me that I can't do nothing about. That really does piss me off. Hold on. Um. Um. Hold on. Let me. Cause I think we back up. Let me see if I can do this. It's okay. Thank you. Okay, so we back. Okay. Okay. Um. That'd be really getting me, y'all. Like. Okay, I'm just making a little post real quick to let people know. Yo, one thing I do really want to enhance is my promotional marketing things. I don't be saying shit. I just go live, baby. All right. I don't be saying the damn thing. I just be like, hey, we here. Jump on if you can, we here. But I think my goal is to hire a like social media intern or something to help the kid out, because I just don't have an interest in promoting stuff. I really don't. I like doing this though. I like coming up here talking and chatting and getting to the shit. But like all the back end, do not care for it. Okay, chat, we good. It's okay. I saw that. We good. We live. We in color. I think we good. I see views going back. Okay. Shit. Y'all know, Shay, I think the culprit was a Bluetooth mouse in a bag in my car. I know that sounds crazy. We are very far from my bag, or not no more, but my car is nowhere near this vicinity right now, so that's why I'm a little confused. But when I went outside and turned that bitch off, because it was in my head, someone said go outside and turn off that Bluetooth mouse. I went out there, it was sure enough, it was flashing red. So I think that was the culprit. I think we're good to go. Welcome on back. Come on in. Roy Voices Podcast, official podcast of the Kingdom. Lock in with us. All that good shit. Back to the show. So real quick, let's go ahead and redo my motherfucking news intro. So like I said, there we go. Oh, now I'm so tight now, y'all. We was flowing. We was in a flow state, but it's okay. Shit be happening. That's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of life. Anyway, like I said before, this is the 250th year of America, and with that, we have Trump and friends trying to do some celebratory things. That's today, which is the Great American Fair. So I had to go look that up and see what that actually was. I ain't never heard of that before, and the reason I never heard of it before because it wasn't a thing before. Donald Trump. So apparently this is something that he campaigned to have in 2023 in his first term. Didn't work out. He then signed it into a effect through what's some things called them what's the things called? Executive orders. He had an executive order, and somehow, some way, this was part of that executive order. So it's a 10-day event starting today, and it goes until I think the end of the month. But it's been going. So let's go ahead and look at the. Actually, this actually started in June 10th. Which is kind of crazy. But let's go ahead and get into it because apparently this event was supposed to have a lot of performers that did not show or pulled out.
After nearly all of the musical talent at Donald Trump's state fair pulled out, including Milli Vanilli, they have found a replacement for tomorrow's state fair. Her name is Alexis Wilkins. She is none other than the girlfriend of FBI Director Kash Patel. Laura Trump has not agreed to perform just yet, but Alexis Wilkins says that she's honored to be part of the 250th birthday of this great nation. Remember, nearly every artist that they had originally planned to perform pulled out. Milli Vanilli, Martha McBride, you name it, they were not performing. The only one that was willing to continue performing, come hell or high water, was Vanilla Ice. Well, Vanilla Ice wasn't allowed to perform, but Alexis Wilkins will perform tomorrow ahead of Donald Trump's speech on the White House or on the National Mall. So they found someone to perform. It's going to be the FBI director's girlfriend. I have more updates coming for you soon. As always, spread the word. Follow along to stay updated on all the news you need to know about.
So, clap it on up for the 250th celebration. So, I'm already clown fest. I'm not surprised artists are pulling out left and right, or have been doing so for some time, just because it's definitely an environment where, you know, it's heavily politicalized, and politicized, and good or bad, the press will be astronomical depending who you are as an artist. Now, the names he just mentioned, no shade, shout out to all the artists, but I don't see nobody breaking their back to get over there. Um, Respectfully, and then Vanilla Ice. This is this is a side note here. I ain't never even did my no Vanilla Ice. Ice, baby, keep all of that. I never was one for the discussions and comparisons of Vanilla Ice, and Eminem just because they white. I never entertained that. I never entertained that, and I'm honestly saying that because these kind of moments, I think, not just with these people who were performing for this event or were asked to perform for this event who didn't perform, but like when it comes to the celebrity sense of like the musicians, the rappers, the singers, and all that, I think this administration has shown how fickle so many of these artists are. And for the opportunity of visibility, for the opportunity of connection, for the opportunity of money, we have seen so many fold. What Kamala said, the capitulation. So many fold. And the list of people he just named specifically, they already kind of like wash it up. It's raps, and it's sad to see this is your jump back in point. But it's comical within itself. And of course, Vanilla Ice is going to cling on because it's Vanilla Ice. He ain't had a song since like the '80s. Like, let's really get to that. But I'm not surprised. Like, duh. And again, that comparison to Eminem, I just don't. I never understood it. I never understood that because Eminem would never. Well, hold on. Let me not say never because some of y'all fold that I never thought would fold either. But to say that, to say it, I'm saying that to say just the optics around all of this is really crazy. And then last ditch effort is Cash Patel girlfriend. Who the hell is that? I just think I have never in my lifetime have seen somebody with so much distaste, um collectively. I've never seen seen people so divided around an administration. Now, don't get me wrong, Obama was a thing for a little bit. We're gonna get to him in a moment. But Obama, people was it was a lot going on with that. But it was like it wasn't him fueling their views. It was them and their hatred for that black man and his black family doing black things in that White House that was fueling their outrage. With this individual in administration currently in office, it's them. It's you. It's you. No Tyler Perry. It's really it's him. It's them. And it's not even a political thing. And I've been said that it hasn't been political for a minute. Republican, Democrat, Independent, no matter. It's just at this point, nobody like you. Nobody rock with you. Nobody want to be around you. You don't get it. You don't see why. That's the or the pushback and the backlash of hatred and stupidity and just vile behavior. So unfortunately, I hate that for you, but it is what it is because that's what you get. That's the return on investment that you karmically gave out and are now reaping. Um, Cash Patel, you sound like you're trying to you're trying to launch pad your girlfriend career and don't nobody give a damn. One thing I did hear about though was the Patriot games, and we covered this a little bit, I think, in season 2. But the Patriot games, if you aren't familiar with it, is basically another idea of Donald J. Trump, where they want to take a young man and a young woman specifically, from every single state, bring them to DC into the White House lawn, and basically compete in athletic games for money and prizes. And the minute this got dropped and noticed that he was doing this, people started just immediately comparing it to the Hunger Games. So it's like just the all of this to be so boastful for a country while you are you're actively leading a shit show is crazy to me. It is crazy to me. And it's just like you're trying to cover up all the shit of this year of your presidency with this one event, and don't nobody give a damn. Because you can no longer pull these stunts and think people are going to fall for them. All of this is wild. So, for the celebration, have the day it deserves. I also heard this is his birthday, some around this time. Have the birthday you deserve. I'm just not here for it. I'm not here for it. I don't really give a damn. In full transparency, I'm just trying to be nonpartisan at this point in time. Because you can be you can criticize something and do so in a straight line way. Everything I've said thus far, you ain't gotta believe my opinion on it. You can go look at the data, statistically backed up. Statistically, in any industry you choose. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the 250th celebration. Shout out to the veterans, shout out to the troops, and God bless America. Moving right along, because I told y'all news, we ain't giving a lot of time today, no shade. Speaking of Obama, recently the Presidential Center in Chicago has opened. Yes. It has had a phenomenal turnout, a lot of good support, backing, and engagement from just prior and current political figures and leaders. A lot of singers and all that kind of stuff came out, celebrities and all that came out. I'm looking forward to visiting this center. I'm like right down the street from Chicago. I feel like Wisconsin, child, we cousins, so I'm right down the street from the Milwaukee, what I'm saying? So right down the street, so I might very much have to go visit that and bring my mama out and all that kind of stuff, because, she want to go out see it and all that kind of stuff too. But this situation, I think, simultaneously around this 250-year thing with Trump is so ironic. It is such a key. And I know part of it is Obama being petty, because, Obama lives rent-free in Trump's head. And not only do I think that, not only do the masses think that, not only do the data think that, Obama thinks that.
Ask him what it is that
The obsession?
the obsession.
I know what it is.
I obviously, have a room in his head.
Rent free. You do everything with grace.
A suite in his head. But the thing about it is that was always clear to me. Look, but first of all, when I was president, the last thing I had time to do was worry about what
Somebody said,
or what my predecessor did.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone. I've got work to do.
You locked in.
It's hard to describe if you're doing the job right.
Mm-hmm.
Every day you've got 5-10 things that are real hard, and you have to be constantly focused. The idea that I'd be worrying about
Came before.
somebody who came before and me trying to measure, like, what's he done today? Look, constantly worrying about that is a strange thing to me. It shows me somebody who's not focused on the American.
I think he was going to say the American people to finalize that clip. But we have it right and in color. I think everything in this administration's executions has been in the shadow of Barack Hussein Obama. And from putting your names on things to building monument to yourself to trying to eradicate a lot of the work that Obama and Joe Biden specifically have done over their presidency terms and presences in office. It's just, I've never seen a bigger hater. And haters come in all shapes, different sizes, all that other stuff. But a telltale sign of a hater is people beefing, having energies and opposition with you that you don't even engage with. And when somebody can breathe, because mind you, Obama is the same president people wanted to hang for wearing a brown suit. I will never let y'all live that down. Because the stark comparison between these two individuals, you have somebody who's sitting in office now who has been accused of sexually assaulting and raping 20 plus women. Convicted of one for sure. Is in Epstein files, has stole your money, 30-some counts of felony. But the man who wore a brown Men's Warehouse suit needs to die is wild. I digress. I just say all that to say because I this year and last year I've heard a stark decrease in the mindsets of racism being gone and comparing this and that. It's so many people are quiet now. Because it's in your face and it's so blatant, you can't make it a talking point anymore. You can't make it a debatable thing no more. You have folks getting arrested for going out of their way on their personal day to antagonize black and brown people. You have folks getting away literally with murder against black and brown people. You can visibly see other people wanting to be black and brown people. It's not a discussion anymore. It's just, you see it. And this opening of the presidential center, I know he had his blood boiling. But it's confusing. At this point, let's go ahead and call it about Obama derangement syndrome. Because I never understood the Trump's derangement syndrome. People getting called crazy for pointing out the things this motherfucker has actually done. That's like me coming and robbing a bank and y'all saying Josh robbed the bank. And then me saying, yo, y'all just so consumed. Y'all so obsessed with me. Y'all so obsessed. Y'all making shit up. As I'm riding in the car with the money in my hand. It's it's odd, y'all. We are in a very scary, weird time. And the amount of stuff we collectively let be is really wild to me. Really, really wild to me. Let me go into this chat right quick. Algae in a reflection pool, greener than it's ever been. Amen. Tarp still covering the Kennedy Center after his name was, because you're putting your name on stuff that you didn't even have no contributions to. Like, it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. Must be Obama so bad. Not enough room for a sweet. They wanted to impeach him for a 10 suit. Y'all. And currently this man is sitting in office with like 2 officially passed impeachments. And they're working on a 3rd. Girl, if this ain't the driving factor behind these decisions, I don't know what is. It's this, and it's that plan. Because the hell and high water this motherfucker causing is either being allowed. I ain't gonna say can't really stop him because you one person. I don't care what seat you sitting in this world, you always touchable. I don't care where you sit on this planet. I don't care what a role you have, what tax bracket you in. Girl, believe me, you're always touchable. Always touchable. But the hell and high water that's being allowed, because that's what it is. It's being allowed. Is astronomical. And I will never get it. So shout out to Obama for the opening of the Presidential Center. Shout out to all the success. Jennifer Hudson, come over here real quick before we leave. Get over here. Now, Jennifer, listen. Okay, you have been in my feed quite often from your TV show and folks talking about you don't know how to do no hosting and interviewing and asking the most blatant questions to you screaming to the top of your lungs when you out here singing in these streets. I ain't gonna ever clown a loud singer because Patti LaBelle had the same smoke. Right? I could hear Patti from the parking lot. Yep. And to this day, in her 80s, you still can hear Patti from the parking lot. So I'm not going to sit here and clown your singing. But you need to know, and I think you do know, it's always going to be a key. She said, congratulations. It's just the theatrics. I love it. I live, but baby, come on. Come on now. You just be hooting and hollering, hooting and the hollering. You are a frequent visitor. I just have to point it out because, you know, we joke and kiki and ha-ha with you in love because we know you can blow. We know you can blow. Okay? Dreamgirls lives rent-free in my mind. And at any point, we can go into it. And I am telling you. We can go quick into it. And I am changing. We can go quick into no, I don't want to do the white version. Cadillac, got me a Cadillac car. So we know you can sing, girl. We know. Pull it on in, baby. Pull it on in. Y'all, I'm done. Shout out to Obama. Shout out to the country. And again, God bless America. So with that being said, that will conclude our news segment. Go ahead and roll me out. Thank you. So now we're going to go ahead and get to our Let's Talk About It with King. Y'all, so much happening behind the scenes. We ain't been live that long. I got life to live outside of this. I got things to do at a time today after this. So we gon', you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I might have to spin the block for another episode this week. I don't know. How you feel about that? How you feeling about that? Yeah. Okay, we might have to spin the block because y'all, it's just a lot. And you know, I was really 7 and 9. Now it's my goal today. And yeah, seeing the clock, seeing the battery, it's just a lot stressing me out. But we're gonna get through this document real quick. So let's go ahead and go to the reaction room, y'all. First things first, I'm just sharing this for awareness. It's no key, it's no ha-ha, it's no hee-hee, because unfortunately, they are dead ass in this topic right here. So I'm going to go ahead and let this play. We're going to go ahead and listen. Go ahead and apply it to your personal life and be put on notice, and we're going to move right on along. All right, let's go ahead and spin that.
So if you have student loans, there's a deadline that you do not want to miss. So starting July 1st, major parts of President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, they do take effect, changing the repayment options that are available for millions of borrowers. So the Biden-era SAVE plan is ending, new repayment plans are taking place, and the pause on student loan default is also coming to an end. So if you wait until after this July 1st to make any changes to your payment plans, some of the options that are available today will no longer be available after July 1st. So that means borrowers have just days left to review their loans, compare plans, and make decisions that could affect their monthly payments for years to come. So I spoke to Sonia Lewis, who is the student loan doctor, about what you need to know. Let's listen a little bit what she had to say. This right actually look like for borrowers over the next few weeks?
Getting this right would look like you understand what's going on with your student loans. You've switched yourself out of Save Plan and you didn't wait to be switched out. That's the biggest thing I implore on people is get in front of this. Choose the payment plan that, like we've discussed, that works for you. And then making sure that you keep up with your student loan payments, communicate if there are changes. Because again, no one's going to come save you or reverse these things. And now your credit score took a 100-point loss. So we just want to make sure that we're in front of it. We're proactive. We ask for help when we need help. And we don't just kind of be like, I'm not paying those. No. With this administration, you will or they will. Now, if you don't, they can go into your wages. Each paycheck take up to 15%. They can take your tax return. So we don't want to not factor or consider these loans again because, Mimi, it's been over 5 years since people had to pay attention to their student loans.
Yeah,
so,
they don't play with.
So I'm gonna stop right there, and just echo, they not playing around. They are not fucking around. They are not, y'all. I'm a living testimony. No, I graduated school with a little bit of debt. By the grace of God, y'all. I had like 6 bands of student debt. Not bad at all. True, something I could really pay down. But, I graduated during the time of, for those. Okay, just want people to know that degree is indeed secured. Okay, you ain't got to question mine. I'll show you my degree. But no, I graduated during the time of those deferments and those like freeze and holds and all that stuff during the pandemic and all of that. So I very much grew comfortable in I'll give it to when I can. I looked up one day and I was checking my credit score for some shit. I don't remember what it was for. And I said, damn. What happened? Yo, my credit score was sitting. Oh, before the student loan credit score was fun. Chef's kiss. No questions asked. Approved. After them student loans, Mr. Williams, we have a question for you. We would like to talk to you a little bit. So I'm just saying I would encourage y'all to go ahead, get those student loans together. They said July 1st is the date where the Trump shit gonna roll into effect. So whatever plans you are in now, if you are already graduated, if your loans are in deferment, if you're paying them back now and already enrolled in a program, you may be affected. So please, please, please do your due diligence. I know I will. That's why I wanted to bring you here today. Because again, I think this is something that we would love to just go away. I was also the recipient of Biden saying, your student loans will be forgiven. And then a week later, actually, that's been put on hold. So I understand the mind games back and forth, but do your due diligence because, child, 15% of your wages, your tax refund gone? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm going to need all that. So go ahead, head to that, look into that. See if your student loans have been moved because they also been moving student loans as well. So check into that. And to all my recent college graduates, please be sure to do your due diligence as well. Because with Trump and Friends, we all know what they got, going down the pipeline. So please lock that in earlier. So by the time July 1st roll around, I got a few more days before July 1st roll around, you'll be good to go. All right, moving right along. We're going to go ahead and get into this Lizzo. So apparently Lizzo put out an album. Shout out to her. Now, I'm saying apparently because, y'all, I don't really follow Lizzo for real. I see her on my timeline every now and then. I think I do follow her personal, one that she uses for TikTok to kind of, because she's funny as hell on TikTok. But, music-wise, I just don't listen to her music. And it's not just because it's just her. I just don't like I'm not a poppy person. I like rap. I like R&B. I like vocals. I'm not really a hand toss, suck my nails. That's just not me. But I come across these songs like when I'm in the stores or at clubs and stuff or lounges and like all these or music festivals. These are the songs that are playing around. So apparently she put out an album as of recently. Let me go see what it's called. I want to say it's called Bitch. I ain't cussing nobody out. No shade. Am I sorry for cussing? But I think that's the name of the album. Let me go see. New album. What is it called? It is called all these damn. See all this. And this time I'm making some news because my God, it's called Child. Google is not even pulling it up. Wait. Why y'all doing her like this? It is called Bitch. Shout out to that. My God. But yeah, she put out an album and it did not do well. That's why I'm cackling because like it's just like it ain't doing well nowhere. So bad Google can't even find it, my God. But she put out an album recently and I did see some of her clips about her promoting her album herself. Like she was putting up flyers and stuff on the walls and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna get into that in a moment. Let me play this clip real quick so y'all can kind of see what's going on.
Okay, I promoted my album and people on the internet clown me for it, so I don't know what to do. I promoted my album super hard and people were calling me a desperate flop, so I don't know, guys. Okay,
So, real quick, I think the journey of musicians is always going to be up and down. And when your albums come out, I think people always, especially when you have like a successful project, a real successful project, you as an artist will always be compared to that body of work, whatever else comes out after that. Period, point blank. Now, I don't know what those references for her albums would be. According to Google, her highest selling project was, I think, About Damn Time. I don't know. So on that sound, I just don't listen to Lizzo for real. But that was like really her most successful album. But I don't know what she did. I really don't know what she did. Like I feel like she went on her run. She had some buzz for a little bit. She was winning Grammys. She was on the Grammy stages and all that kind of stuff. They was just calling her fat along the way. Fat this, fat that, fat. And then she lost weight. Then there was a story or like a court case about her throwing chicken bones at people and like either it was fat shaming or skinny shaming the people she was dancing with. And then after that was just free fall. And it feels like whenever I do see her on social media now, it's her like slightly dry begging about y'all supporting her. But to see she sold 2,649 copies of this album is interesting to me, right? Because, again, I don't know if management changes or what. When it comes to the numbers, I think the average person don't think about the numbers collectively enough to deduce tampering. And I'm saying that cautiously because I think a lot of music entities play in our faces, social media wise, numerically, award wise. I feel like people just be making shit up. Like you sold 2,649 albums. I went to Google earlier today and I said, how many monthly listeners do she have on Spotify? Monthly listeners are people who listen, the number of people who listen to your discography, your whole thing, every single month, right? It could be any song in your catalog. She has 11.6 million monthly listeners. and you sold 2,000 copies of a song, or I'm sorry, of an album, that don't make that numerically, the math don't math to me. That math don't math to me. And it does get me to thinking, allegedly, conspiracy thought. The systems behind music are inputs. And what gets put out into the media, into the news realm, is what they want you to hear, see, and feel. For whatever reason, if it's like a Illuminati thing, if it's a distortion thing, I don't know. I don't know how big, I don't know how many people, I don't know. I'm just saying her story, this situation, has happened so many times to so many different other artists. And I don't understand how you have this success for so long and then immediately you just drop. Unless something is not being portrayed correctly. That is what confuses me. Like, people are getting picked and chose or picked and choose who to fuck with, who to mess with, who to tamper with, and we eat it up because we consumers don't look a lot into these background things. We don't care. We just want the product. We want the service. You get what I'm saying? We don't get into it all. So it's sad to see, because I know local people who sold more albums than that, or just more tracks than that. But I am saying, I want y'all to think, and not just in the case of Lizzo, but applicable to her, but beyond her. Who could be, let's think holistically, what powers that be influence things? Has she done anything that may have rubbed an individual with decision-making power the wrong way? And why? One thing I do want to leave here, because we don't talk about it a lot. I kind of keep quiet to myself about these kind of things. But my dad mentioned this one day, and we laughed, we kiki ha, but I really thought about this for real, for real. I don't care what position you have. You could be a fry cook. You could be a CEO. You could be in HR. You could be a nail tech. You could do hair. Anywhere where you have a position and a decision has to be made by you, at any point, you can choose to lean into your personal bias and views. What I mean by that is there's usually procedures and protocols for things to get done, right? Let's say you work in finance, you're a financial advisor. You know people cling on to your words for your advice because you give them financial insight. You could have a client you really, 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 really fuck with. You really rock with. You want to see them win. You want to see them grow. So you give them the best of the best advice. You cutting off, you doing discounts for them. You doing alterations, flexibilities for me, all that other stuff. Because you just fuck with them. It ain't even because you need to, because you just like them. You cool with them. Let's say you have a client who you don't really give a damn about. You really don't like, you cannot stand. You still do your job. You charge them the full fee. You don't got no flexibility. You giving them advice, real nitpicky. Both approaches are well within your role day to day. Both approaches are not a bad thing policy-wise. You can't get fired from that because you're doing things that a client that you like, going above and beyond because you feel like it, and because it, generates more of a good feeling amongst you and that client. On this side, you're not giving them the best, but you're still meeting your minimum requirements and thresholds. You're getting your job done. Neither one is right or wrong, but the extent into how you service them is based off of all your personal bias and your personal feelings. I want that same thought process I just gave to be applicable to this music industry and the entertainment industry and the social media industry, all these spaces. a person at any point can choose to play in your face or not. And it to me feels like a lot of people be played with for a variety of reasons. And those reasons, sometimes we'll get in documentaries, sometimes we'll hear in interviews, sometimes we may not receive it all. But just know there's a reason. And in Lizzo's case, I feel there's a reason. Something's happening there. What is it? I don't know. I don't listen to this girl enough. But you telling me 2,000 albums sold with 11,000 monthly listeners? Something's off. Something's off. And while we on this topic, Clive Davis, rest in peace. Netflix, get on the documentary now. I need that today. Brandy, what the fuck was on the note? What was on the note? What you do with Diddy, Clive? What you do with Jay-Z and R. Kelly? Clive. What happened to Whitney? Clive. Child, I sound like Jaguar, right? Let me be quiet. Sound like Dame Dash, pause. But no, these are real. This is real shit. If 2025 and on, if 2020 and up ain't tell you nothing else, it's to think about conspiracies and maybe question, are they really conspiracies? With that, I digress. Good luck to Lizzo and keep going, baby. Keep going. Keep going. Next up on the docket, we have Streamer University. Now, y'all, I'm going to open this up with letting, I think, the creator and lead of this space share what that actually is. So let me go ahead and pass it on over to Kai.
Let me go ahead and repeat this again. Streaming University. It is completely free. If you are selected, you will be living on a college campus. You're not learning how to stream. I'm not teaching you how to stream. If you are in, you already know how to stream. This is for, yo, thanks for the 100, get your, bro, my shit is so fucked up right now. Everybody who's getting the 100 right now, I appreciate you. Everybody who's doing crazy, thank you so much. This is for not only connections, but for the latest content. This is shit that's gonna elevate, hopefully, like, give y'all a fire experience. I can't have all these classes of this. Oh yeah, download OBS, guys. Once you download OBS, you need at least 5 mods in your chat, guys. How the fuck do I look doing that? That's dumb as shit. Nobody's doing that, bro. You feel me? Nigga, we are dead ass trying to, like, give niggas good content, good connections.
So that was Kai Cenat sharing what Streaming University is. Now I'm gonna shake the tables when I say this. We live and in color. Yes, we is. I see streaming becoming a thing. I see the focus around people getting access to your personal and all that good shit. But y'all, the university kind of loses me. It does. I'm gonna explain why. The value of streaming to me, at least today, is becoming increasingly insignificant. And what I mean by that is very similar to the music industry. A lot of the musicians and artists and creators that you see, they're not making money off of their music. If you didn't know, they're not making money off their music. They're making revenue and income off of their deals, their partnerships, their sponsors, their tours, their merchandise. That is where they're getting their funds from. TikTok introduced a very interesting space and opportunity for folks to not only build community and engagement, but drive income, not from the app specifically, but from the funds you all donate. When streaming became this focal point on that app, you could scroll, even today, you could scroll for days and you could come across people not doing a damn thing. But in the midst of them not doing a damn thing, you gave them $55, you gave them $100, you gave them 10 cents, you gave them $10. And for a little while, I was sitting kind of like, the scholar in me was really fascinated with what drove people to want to reach in their wallets or go on their apps and approve transactions for TikTok to take your $10, give you 700, 800 coins. You send those coins to a person on stream. Now, some folks on live streams are really talented. People coming on there singing, rapping, designing, drawing. Shout out to Voices Arts, Vaucey, I think, Arts. Go crazy every night drawing, just simply drawing shit. Take your suggestions and draw. It's shout out to Grinder Nation. Go up in there and listen to your radio station. Shout out to all the people who do their big ones on them apps. My thing is, I'm a person that, at least when it comes to financial impact and engagement, is a sense of value. Why am I giving my money? And we are in an era, I'm going to just say it, y'all paying people for attention. Y'all are paying people because you think they attractive. Y'all are paying people because you think it gives you more social interaction with individuals you don't know. Like I told you before, T.S. Madison taught me what the word, what was it? Parasocial relationships were. Where people, through these lenses of social media, feel connected to you, like they know you and want to engage with you, but they don't know you at all besides them following you on social media. Now they think that they're your friend and that y'all are beefing and that y'all are dating or got opportunity. It's the oddest phenomenon, and I don't think prior generations have dealt with that. At least in this context, because they haven't had the socials, they didn't have internet and all that kind of stuff. So, in that sense, that lens of like the value behind streamers being something potent is interesting to me, because very much like the music industry, it's oversaturated now. Anybody has a phone, anybody can go on live, anybody can become a streamer, quote unquote, and immediately you think you're gonna just be him or her, they and them, and it's kind of crazy to me in that sense. And seeing the drive that y'all have to want to be in these stream places, like outside of like regular life, is also interesting, because Kai recently had like, I think 2026 streamer applications, or has some kind of like Zeus network style auditions thing. And even he said it himself, the goal of this whole university thing is for you to be on a college campus and get content. He just told you in that video, he not teaching y'all shit about strategy and all that. It's just for you to have a space to connect with people and record yourself. And you doing it in a college setting. I don't see the university side. What is being taught? What's being what is being obtained. Now, as a college graduate, I understand the importance of experience. I understand the importance of connection and networking and engagement. And for that lens, clap it on up. I love that. I do. Yes. And I think that streaming really is a place to, build connections relatively quickly. But in that sense as well, the value of it is dwindling because so many people are doing it. If I'm a brand or a sponsor, yeah, you watching people, but y'all need to also understand social media is so popcorn. It's so fickle. You hot today, gone tomorrow. Y'all just saw Lizzo. So in that understanding, I need y'all to really lock in and realize you going to that university, by all means, I hope y'all get in. I hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all make a time. But a lot of it is the value you curate and create through connections, through interaction and networking with people. And if you don't do that, you're getting a wasted opportunity. But I bring this up today because I saw a lot of people over the last few days talk about they quit their jobs, they sleeping in their car, they all of this stupid shit. You sold your house, you moved states and all this to apply for some shit you can do on your own. And it's one thing for the 10s, the 15s, the 20s, 25s. Cool. But ma'am, you're 40? Sir, you're 50? You just sold your home to go to talk to Kai Cenat? Y'all know streaming don't bring you no healthcare benefits, no dental plans, no vision plans, and don't bring you no 401ks, no Roth 401ks, no IRAs, no retirement savings, none of that. All the coins you get up on here, you got right now, and that's it. If you don't invest, save properly, baby, you back on your ass. And the amount of people I be seeing on social media sitting here dry begging, crying, screaming, pleading, sitting in motels in their cars behind a motherfucking gas station because they got nowhere to go and they begging, y'all just send me a galaxy. Y'all just send me a rose. Y'all. We need to lock in. We need to lock in. I'm not saying get your coins, get your money on. Go ahead. Get into the bag. But what I'm saying is do it smart. You have a life to live. You have kids to feed. You have to take care of yourself. And like I've told people before, when it comes to just musicians, designers, and all that kind of stuff, I don't like struggling artists. You know, that's not the goal. That's not the ambition. When I say I don't like that, I mean that's not the come up story. And for so many people, we for some reason think being homeless, not having food to eat, not having your lights work, having to wash your ass in a motherfucking sink in a gas station is the come up story. That's the respectable thing to do. Why? I'll be the first to tell y'all, and I've been saying this for a little bit now. Again, shout out to T.S. Bad. I said, bitch, I'm rich. I'm wealthy. I'm successful. I'm powerful. I'm him, she, they, and them. One thing about it, two things for sure. That mindset, yes, it gives experience, it gives life, and if that's your true, genuine upbringing, the respect and the admiration for how you overcome those things is going to always be respected, and I want to stand 10 toes on that. But the amount of people opting in to be homeless, opting in to not have shelter or food or clothes on their back, that it don't add value to you, Buki. It don't. You create a struggle for yourself, and it makes no sense. And then for some shit like streaming that you can do at any point in time in your day on your free time, I don't get it. I do not get it. I think a lot of y'all need some mental help. And I'm saying that because I think a lot of y'all don't understand the difference between people laughing at you and people laughing with you. And when you actually in a rut, in a bind, in a jam, and need support for real, you then sit there and say, well, people follow me and y'all ain't giving me no money. Y'all ain't doing it. They never were your true supporters. They never were really engaged. They were making fun of you. That's why you have 15, 20-some pages of people copying your content, your pictures, and putting it over here. And reposting these things. People who come to mind, Miss Netta and Charles. There's people who really do like them, but a lot of y'all are trolling them. What's that big dude name? With the something baby. Mustache, beard, big. Mustache, big beard, you know what I'm saying? And you get up on here crying, hooping and hollering. Girl, they're laughing at you. Shamar. Oh. I don't want to shake the tables. I'm just being transparent. And some people genuinely cannot distinguish the two. And that then leads, because I have a firm belief that a lot of y'all bully people and will not be satisfied until they, because what else are you doing? You're giving them this notion that they are supported, famous, all this stuff. You're laughing, haha, they can't distinguish between the two. So when you then turn and are just blatantly being mean, rude, and disrespectful to people, and they can't comprehend, wait, you just said you love, y'all was just supporting me. And then they do something crazy, then it's, oh my God, mental health is so important. And y'all, social media is a beast. That's one reason I don't like being on these platforms, because who are you talking to? Who I gotta pull up and find? I'm not one of them. I can kiki ha all day. Family and friends, that's, to me, I don't play with that. You can call me all kinds of names, fat, this, that. Y'all ain't never call me ugly. Problematic. I ain't never been called that either. But a lot of these different things, me as a person, I can deal with, and I don't get a lot of the bullshit to begin with. But it's like social media now is becoming the space of just people just reading and being mean. And Streamer University, the first time this shit happened, didn't it get shut down? Because y'all wasn't doing shit besides doing DL like jokes and shit, playing with each other's ass and recording. That's for the dudes. No shade. I don't know what's going on. It's getting real weird in the social media. It's getting so odd. Y'all play gay. Y'all act gay. Y'all sit up here look a mess because attention is unfortunately collected through a variety of different ways and clout tactics. What are we doing? And at the end of the day, you feel validated because you got some gifts. Girl, I'm going to let y'all have that. No shade. If that's your one, too, please enjoy. Flourish. And I pray for success in any and everybody who aspires to be in them environments. If you want to have influence and shape culture, a lot of these streamers do that. Kais and that, I'm going to give him his flowers, not only because he's a black man, but because you are in a space where people actually look up to you. People stood in line for hours to talk to you for like 10 seconds. And that, I'm not no hater. I'm going to give flowers where flowers is due, but two things can be true at once. And unfortunately, that latter, I don't think we think about. Build you up to tear you down. Exactly. Everything does not need to come from struggle. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's a beautiful thing that rolls out of concrete, but it's like if you choosing to be a rose in the concrete, that's where you lose me. That's where you lose me. So with that being said, I'm going to let that be. This is the last thing for today. I'm trying to speed it up a little bit because I see, again, battery finna die in a moment. My time is dwindling down. But nevertheless, y'all be safe in these streets. And for the streamers out there, have value behind what you do so nobody can ever say you're not valuable or that you're not applicable or influential in anything. That first belief comes in you. You have to be validating yourself first. You don't need to seek validation through the social medias. That's the problem too. Validate yourself. When you know you him and you go somewhere and they tell you, oh, you him, it becomes a, thank you, I know. Yes. But have humility. I got to say that. Be humble because you don't know everything and always know somebody bigger than you. Okay? Now, last thing for today, and I'm repping this up because it's Pride Month. We got August Alsina with some words to say for Young Thug. So I'm going to play a little bit of this, and we're going to get into it.
There was a comment that I seen Young Thug make about randomly saying, like, oh, I can't respect who just turned gay or some wild shit like that. And number one, it's very strange to me when all type of shit going on in the world in their life, but a gay be the conversation. I'm talking about grown men, but this is like nothing keep the black community in a chokehold with a conversation, like the gay conversation, it always has had y'all in the chokehold, and it always, unfortunately, always will. So that comment I took personal, because it's like, it be crazy. And it's time to start calling out stupid. Now, the older I get, I'm not into convincing people that they stupid no more. Your life will show you that. Life results will show you that. But the older I get, at the same time, I am into simply saying, that's stupid. Like, that's a dumb take, that's dumb. Like, we talking about what, I don't even know why this shit would even be a conversation, but you think about the idea that you're saying that you don't respect somebody because they gay or whatever, because they turn gay or whatever. Why is this on your mind as a man who just got out of jail by the grace of God? Why? There's so much you could be talking about, but this is the shit that's on y'all mind. That tells me way more than I need to know about you, bro. Like, that shit got y'all brain in a chokehold. That you will randomly, nobody even got to be talking about nothing, no gay shit. That shit just come up out your mouth because it's on your mind. Like, if I know that I just was facing buku years in prison, and I'm by God's grace I was able to get out. What? I'm not worrying about none of that. And like, when you talk about respect, I respect who can pay their own bills. I respect when you go to jail and you gotta do your jokes. You do your jokes. I'm not crying, calling, complaining. I don't gotta call no other celebrity for my bail money. I got me. That's what I respect. Since talking about what they respect and what they don't respect. Like, what is we talking about? Talk about something beneficial, bro. I don't know what's wrong with you. And because it's people that society put in place as their quote-unquote leaders,
yeah, so I went to go and look into this a little bit because I didn't know what that was going on. So I really bring this up today because, you know, like I said last episode, I was called out. Let me say that. I was called in by some, you know, LGBT brothers and sisters who felt like, you know, I don't be getting into the gig a little bit with the community, you know what I'm saying? So they actually say some words the last podcast episode, and I said, because it's Pride Month, shout out to Pride, you know what I'm saying? I said, you know, niggas be gay. Happy Pride, you know what I mean? Go outside, live your best life, love who you love, be who you be, and go about your day. It could be so simple. And I had to further explain that for me, as part of the community, I don't think about it all the time. Like, it's not my personality. It's not, I don't know how to say it. It's just not a huge focal point of my life. It's an aspect. You know what I mean? So I don't walk in a room and immediate first thing I say is that. Like, I just am. I just be. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. If you want to shoot your shot, shoot your shot. Try your hardest. You know? And I've said this to people over the years who have shot their shots and stuff like that, because people, at least with me, don't always know my sexuality, which to me, hey, I don't understand that one. But, you know, I think it was episode season 2 where we was doing some deep diving. Go ahead and look into that. But we was doing some deep diving. And the AI, I think it was the AI. AI was telling me, the AI think I'm demisexual. I didn't even know what the hell that was. But demisexual just means you're a person who needs to have established a connection with somebody first before you find them attractive or before you pursue dating and marriage and all kind of stuff. And to me, ain't that just a regular relation? I just think that's a regular relationship. I don't think that's a sexuality necessarily, but it's not wrong because that's how I feel. But to echo what he just shared, the conversation around sexuality never made sense to me. I never understood people gave a damn about it for real. I never understood why it was always a focal point. And when I heard it came from Young Thug, I had to go find a clip. Did I put it up in here? Let me see. Hold on. I might show y'all that.
There was a
interview,
a comment.
Actually, I do think we have it. Give me 1 second. Let me add it up in here. So I can kind of see what the basis for him saying what he said even was. Y'all, I really am growing to like OBS. No shade. No shade. Y'all know I don't gatekeep around here. We are indeed using OBS for the transitions. Oh, I did have it. Hold on. Let's go and put it in.
Once you rat or once you turn gay,
put it in.
And I don't got nothing to do against gay people. It's gay people that work for me. But when I look at you a certain way, if I look at you, if once you rat or once you turn gay, and I don't got nothing to do against gay people, it's gay people that work for me. But when I look at you a certain way, if I look at you, if I meet you and you gay, it's like, okay. If I meet you and you portraying that you a man and you not gay, I don't got nothing against gay people.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? If you portraying a certain thing,
you deceiving.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't look at you the same. Yeah. I ain't mad at you for being gay. So what? Everybody, whoever gay, they gay. So what, nigga? I don't got no problem with gay people. Gay people work for me right now.
Yeah.
I'm damn near around gay people every day because they work for me. I don't got no problem with them. I don't hate that I even brung this shit. I don't want you to take it out, but I hate I even brung it up because I don't even want the LGBT.
They get what you saying.
I don't even want that community to even think that I'm against them. I'm overly with y'all
You
folks.
saying DL, bro. That's what you speaking on.
Like, if I look at you like a man and we bitches together, girls together, and we doing certain shit, and I look at you and a man like, boy, that nigga, and then I find out you gay, it ain't really nothing you can say to me.
Yeah.
I'ma just look at you like you broke a man code. You broke a code that men with backbone stand up to. You broke that code. You can talk, you can say whatever you want to say. You broke a man code. I don't look at you the same. But in real life, I don't even want to hear what you got to say, but you still supposed to be a real nigga to say, I'm finna say it. I don't give a if you want to hear it or not. I'm finna say it to make sure he know. And that's why I'm doing this interview.
He might not be one anyone. I'm just speaking, stir the pot.
And this is why I say what I say. The straight, especially a straight black man, is in some of the most lock and key, chain rattled chains that stems from slavery, the over policing of masculinity and femininity, and social pressure. I'm going to agree with August there. Everything that nigga just said in that damn interview was stupid as hell. Stupid. His point was trying to be basically, because you couldn't stand 10 toes in who you were, I don't look at you as a man no more. But that was something that wasn't the notion he was giving. It was much more around the fact of them being gay And my thought process is, because no shade, Young Thug, girl, I thought you were when you wearing dresses and stuff. But like, I just used to fuck with Young Thug. I ain't a dress and the shit. Caught him in my dressing room, still in dresses and shit. Like I don't know. And it always boggled me and baffles my mind seeing so many straight people so caught up in LGBT, gay, straight, trans shit. I just never got it. I know straight people and have seen more straight people discuss gay shit more than gay people. And for the men specifically, I will acknowledge a lot of things are changing. People are being a lot more welcoming, inclusive. It's much more love and goodness out there than it is the rudeness and sadness and aggression and hatred. But I never understood the fuck shit, the homophobia, the move around, we wrong gay shit. Like, they chill. Like, it's okay. It's all right. And I also don't think you need to always jump out of people who feel the way they feel. Let them have it. Let them have it. It's just the back and forth behind all of this is stupid. And like, people who are homophobic, especially my black people who are homophobic, you sound like white people talking about race. I have black friends. I have gay people work for me. The parallels are uncanny. But the minute we bring up that is, well, no, slavery is. And this is what I've said before, too, when we get to that part. Black people collectively don't want to address homophobia and the similarities that thereof of racism because of slavery. Mind you, being gay, being trans, lesbian, all that was never anything new. Back in the day when people were slaves and all of that, they just couldn't talk about it. They couldn't, it wasn't even about them, can't talk about it. That was the last thing on a motherfucking mind. When this got me and you lynched, got me and you chatted up, shot, killed, eaten, because of this, you thought Master had time to hear your pronouns? You thought that slave auction had time to hear to hear about your sexuality and your journey? They didn't give a damn. You get what I'm saying? And that was a lot of back burner shit. If you talk to the older LGBT, the 50, 60, 70, a lot of them don't care for all the new labels and terms and ideologies because it never mattered. It never mattered. And I am behind a firm belief a lot of people, especially in the communities, will sit and plot and scheme on ways for y'all to fuck with them. And I hate that because you are using so much of your time, energy, and effort to have people, to try to convince people to like you and want to be with you or to just simply accept you. I will never be that person. I'm sorry. If we don't mesh, we don't align, you don't fuck with me for whatever XYZ reason, I don't care. Go over there. Be blessed. See you from over there. Be blessed. But this back and forth, I just don't understand why you want to do that. It ain't for you to understand. It ain't for you to get because you're not them. But you having these thought processes when you're literally adjacent, because girl, I thought you was gay. No shade. I thought you was bisexual or something. So whenever I hear shit like that, people try to defend them dumbass talking points, I feel like there's a deeper situation going on there. And I don't believe everybody who homophobic is DL. Let me say that. I do not believe everybody who feels some kind of way about the LGBT is that themselves. But I do think everybody who is homophobic and all that kind of stuff, transphobic, have some deeper things to work with. It may not be about you being DL, but it may be that person who touched you when you was a kid. It may be that situation you were in. It may be the fact that your expression of emotion, especially as a black man, What's suppressed? We have that real bad in a lot of spaces. Maybe you're just depressed. I don't know. But there's there's a variety of factors that drives that thought process of hatred and disrespect to people. And it's not my job to sit and nitpick and try to figure it out. It's not nobody else's job to sit and nitpick. That's your therapist's job. But it's also not our job to try to make you fuck with us. Respect, for sure. Respect everybody, period, point blank. Period, point blank. Y'all will sit here and clown people for sexuality who are doing better than you, who are living life better than you. And that's another big thing. A lot of y'all feel the way that y'all feel, specifically, I'm talking to my black men right now. A lot of y'all feel the way that you feel because you have energies inside you could never, ever, ever express. It ain't even about being about LGBT or just gay or stuff. It's not even, you cannot cry without feeling like you finna look like a girl. So many niggas don't wash your face because you think it's gay. A lot of you niggas walk around with shit stains in your drawers because you don't want to use no cotton nail wipes. You don't want to use no wipes to wipe your ass. You don't want to get no bidet because that's gay. Y'all can't eat bananas because that's gay. You can't eat no Skittles without, that's gay. You can't cook because that's gay. You can't do hair because that's gay. But y'all don't say shit about barbers. This lens, this hyper masculine lens y'all have on y'all life is sad. It's sad, and I hate that so many people live in these caged ass boxes where you cannot get out of those parameters. But that lens of being so hyper focused on people who aren't thinking about you, and I mean that. People who aren't even thinking about you. You're going out of your way to let them know you don't like them, they going to hell, X, Y, Z. And a lot of the time, it's not about them. It's because of you. It's how you feel. And a lot of the times, it's about how you feel about yourself. So I say all this to say, August, you're not wrong. I know, August, yours is the key too. No shade. No shade. However, comma, what you shared in that video was 100% accurate. Thug, that was dumb as hell. And I don't need no apology. I don't need no explanation. You feel how you feel. But just know that feeling was stupid. And it's so ignorant, especially when you are adjacent. You are right there. They was calling you gay a few years, like not even. That's what gets me. That's what gets me. So I just hope a lot of y'all mature. It is 2026. The fact we are still discussing race and sexuality and your gender. It's like, y'all pitiful, pathetic. Grow up. And y'all talk about some, let's bring the aliens in. Girl, y'all can't even interact with that person because they like boys. You can't interact with that person over there because they a woman. You can't interact with that person because they XYZ color. You think you finna see a motherfucking extraterrestrial being? You think you about to come across an extraterrestrial being and not bat an eye? Not say anything? My God. Nevertheless, with that being said, y'all, hold on. The headphones, hold up. It's so much going on today. With that being said, nevertheless, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to Let's Talk About It with King. Just do better. Be better. Run the world better. Live in the world better. Be a neighbor. Be loving. Be kind. Or be nothing. And I mean that every single word. Y'all be blessed. So, hold on. Hold on, girl. What the hell is going on? There we go. Check 1, 2. Yes, yeah. Y'all, today it's just. Yeah, I think I'm gonna spin the block with another live stream later this week. I just a lot of shit been happening here. I just do not fuck with. Anyway, last thing, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all, because we are at 9:07 Central Time. Creative advice this week. Okay, this is really stemming from the curation and the development of the Crown Conference. I want to encourage you all to do 2 things. 1, do it scared. And 2, do not be afraid to expand and bring people in for the ride. As we build Crown and further develop things, like I said before in the beginning of the show, I've just been at awe at people being open to just jumping in and supporting. It's 3 of us on this founder's journey, and some shit we don't know what the fuck we doing, y'all. We nervous. We want tickets to sell. We want to get sponsors. We want to do all these different things. We want this to be successful, and we nervous as hell. We are worried. Because we never done it before, and we just want to make sure we're doing it right. But nevertheless, that don't mean that shit ain't gotta get done. So we still meet, we still connect, we still engage, because we know and we believe in the vision, in the goal. We don't know how we're gonna get all there, and a lot of it is on faith, in practice, not just us saying it, but in faith, in practice, and pushing through while we still scared, while we still worried. But because we have each other along the ride, it's a little less stressful. It's a little less, worrisome. So that's where that second part comes in, where build that community around you and do not do it by yourself. Do not do big ideas by yourself. And sometimes you'll get these visions, these flashes of success and all that stuff. And because you see it happening to you, you assume that it's all through you. And because you think it's all through you, you start doing every damn thing. But we had Kaylin Harris here, season 2 for Artist Spotlight. And yes, Artist Spotlight will be coming back this season. I said. Yeah, Artist Spotlight will be returning. But she shared that, like, as you start growing and people start coming around you, the initial thought is like, oh, people coming, but then you start realizing, bitch, people coming. Like, so now you got to share stuff. And it's no longer just you. So now I got shared spaces where we're working, where we're collaborating, where we're sharing files and documents and passwords, all this other stuff. It's a little nerve-wracking. I'm not going to lie, but I am so, so excited behind every single thing Kingdom and Crown is about to do. So with that being said, y'all, do it scared. Get up, go ahead, get it done, try it out, fuck with it. See what you like, see what you don't like. But don't stop and don't be doubtful or let your doubts hinder you from progression. Do it scared. And if you feel the task bigger than you, is too big for you, stand on that, pray on that, and look around and see who can help lift that burden up a little bit. Because I promise you, people around. You got to find them. You got to connect. And when it happens, it happens. You ain't going to know what the hell going on, because I don't know what the hell going on. I am truly gagged. But I am so excited for everything coming. So more details on the conference coming soon, very soon, like real soon. Stay locked in with the brand and all that good shit. Stay locked in with the show and all that good shit. Before we jump off for today, I just want to give y'all say that. Actually, never mind. We gonna wait on that. We gonna wait on that. But I do want y'all to be sure to go ahead and follow our pages. Go ahead and lock in, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We still learning these stream spaces and stuff. Shit be happening live and in color, and y'all gonna rock with it through. You know what I'm saying? So we here and we gonna keep it pushing. But thank y'all for tuning in today to Royal Voices Podcast episode 5. I might spin a block again later this weekend. I got some things to do tomorrow and Friday and stuff, so we shall see. But if not till next week, we're gonna come with some things for y'all too. So with that being said, thank y'all for locking in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Enjoy y'all week. Enjoy your weather. We're in the summertime. Be safe. Do not let people knock you off your square. Don't let the world get you down energetically. Stay in you. Be around people who fuck with you. People you ain't got to question if they fuck with you. And if you wondering if people fuck with you or not, if you got to question it, you already know the answer. And if you are in the space with people that you don't fuck with, people don't fuck with you, find new people. It's so many people in this world. If that's in person, if that's virtual, if that's online, do it. Go ahead and get into it. So with all that being said, thank y'all for locking in today. Thank you for tuning in to Royal Voices Podcast. Go ahead and spin my intro. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, King J. And if you're liking what you're seeing here on the Royal Voices Podcast, make sure you lock in with us. Follow the page, subscribe, like, comment, catch the shows live. You can find everything Kingdom related and Royal Voices Podcast related all on kingdom.com. That is www.kvngdom.com. And you can find everything for the show, to merch, to music, and everything in between. So stay locked in and remember, we reign forever.